Could be.
Okay, yes, great. So let's begin the impromptu master session. Good evening, each and everyone. Let's have some brief introduction of each and everyone. Then I will be introducing what impromptu masters is all about. Let's start with Ram. Toastmaster Ram.
Hello everyone, my name is Ram. I'm from central part of India, Chhattisgarh, and I'm a professional. Thank you.
Great, great. That is amazing. We have with us Adinga, Toastmaster Adinga from Caribbean Islands. You are on mute.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Adinga Finley from the beautiful island of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. At this time, it's 2 minutes past 12 in the afternoon. I work at a credit union and I've been a Toastmaster for a few months. I would have joined earlier, but I would have taken a long break due to studies and I've just rejoined in April. Nice
That,
being here. Thank you for having me.
that is great. Great to have you with us. I'm sure we have with us KM Thomas.
Yes, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, fine. Hi, good evening, everyone. I am KM Thomas, originally from India, member of two clubs in Bahrain, Mission Advanced Toastmasters and Bahrain HR Professional Toastmasters. I'm so glad to be in the special impromptu session with you all today. Back to
Wonderful to have you with us, KM. We have with us Toastmaster Giri. Oh, it's on. Toastmaster Giri from USA, I believe. Oh. And okay, we have with us Nana. She just joined in right now. Toastmaster Nana. Your introduction.
Hi everyone, I'm a Toastmaster from Dubai. I've been Toastmaster for past 10 years and I'm very happy to be here.
Wonderful to have you with us. Next, we have Nitish. Nitish, are you there? Okay. So, we have my good friend is here with us, distinguished Toastmaster Farhad Farooq. It's great to have you.
Hey,
Hello.
Ross.
Good day to everybody. I don't know whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening for each of you. Great to be here. Thank you, Toastmaster Noha, for sending the invitation over. Looking forward to what this whole thing is about. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Great, great, awesome. And we have somebody joined in, I believe. Giri. Yes, you are on mute. Introduce
Hi.
yourself.
Hi, I'm joining from New Jersey, USA. I've been following Toastmaster Omar quite for some time. I keep coming for this meeting.
Okay.
I really like where all you go. I'm always trying to stalk you and follow wherever you're going. It's really
Okay.
nice.
So you are a serial stalker, huh?
I'm a stalker of you. I really like.
Okay.
I really like what you're doing. I try to come for this meeting a couple of times, but this is my work
Yes.
time. It is about 8:30 in the US for me. I'm just starting. So I will try to speak. If I can't, please excuse me for that.
Okay, no issues.
Hello. Nice to see you all.
Nice to have you with us, Giri. We have with us Raghav. Raghav.
Yes, hello.
Yes. Introduce.
Yes, I am Raghav Vani. So I just joined the group in just 2 to 3 days ago. My sister is in the city, So actually, I am just 12 past and just for improving my English and communication skill, I have joined this group. So let's see.
Okay, great to have you all with us right now. This is not a Toastmasters meeting. First of all, let's get this aside that this is not a Toastmasters meeting or a Toastmasters session. It is all about impromptu speaking. And since it is not a Toastmaster session, it will not be limited to 2.5 minutes. You have to give 5 to 7 minutes. You will have to talk on a topic. See, this idea of how it came to me is sometimes when we are under pressure, sometimes when we are well, maybe one day before I have to write a speech, what are the ideas coming along or not. When you have to deliver under pressure, you are trying to brainstorm the ideas, they are not coming to your mind. But when you are maybe 1 hour away, maybe 10 minutes away, you have to think of, okay, this is the topic, how I can make a speech on it, what I will be writing about it. So this is a very good practice actually for you all to come up with different ideas. How you can come up with impromptu speaking and thinking about a topic. Okay, what I can think about it, what are the things. Okay, uh, 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 pardon me, I'm not talking about it should not be a proper speech. It should have an opening, it should have a body, and it should have a conclusion. But you will be given only 30 seconds to think about it, and you have to deliver a speech on it, a proper 5 to 7 minute speech, minimum 5. If you are running out of the idea, you can go to 3 4, it's up to you. There is no such thing like best speaker or something. And there is another thing that I will be adding to this session: audience feedback. And it will be a verbal feedback. Any 3 persons will be called upon from the audience to give the suggestion to the speaker, what are the good things, what he can improve, or and something like that. So all the very best to each and everyone. And it is as first come first services. First, I will be introducing our timer. Our timer for today is a good friend, Toastmaster Dinesh. Introduce your role, Toastmaster Dinesh.
Thank you very much, Toastmasters Umar Farooq, host of the meeting, fellow audience, guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. It is my pleasure to be timer of this event. Toastmasters Umar Farooq, am I audible to you?
Yes, you are audible.
Good. My role is to time the speech and alert the each speaker of the time they have left. To assist you, my video will be displayed as a timer card, as you can see. For best result, I recommend that you use the pin video option to ensure you can always see the timer window, especially for the non-Toastmasters who are not much familiar with the timing devices. Alternatively, I may request to moderator to rearrange my video on first or second window of the first screen. So if all speakers will be able to see the timer, even though if he or she missed to pin. To pin my video, click on small 3 dots. You can see top right corner of my video window. There you will find the pin video. Click that and relax. Who are using cell phone, double tap on my video window to enable or disable the pin. Please note, timer will be start on the first word uttered by speaker or any non-verbal communication like the body gesture. As Master of Ceremony already informed, you have to 10 seconds to prepare yourself. After that, timer will start. Meeting is 5 to 7 minutes. Today, the impromptu speech is not the 2 minutes, it is the 5 to 7 minutes with a grace period of 30 seconds. At 5 minutes, my window will be turned as green, as you can see, yellow at 6, and red at 7 minutes. Speaker had to bind up his or her speech by maximum allotted time, as I told you, 7 minutes. If not, then after 30 seconds, as you have been allotted the grace period, I will mute your mic. So I hope all are the clear to you. Please remain muted yourself kindly.
Okay.
So is there any question or you can raise your hand to clarify now? No. So it is clear to all of you. I wish you all the best and I will submit my timing report if it is asked, as since it is not Toastmasters meeting, so maybe not required. It is up to the Master of Ceremony. Over to you, Master of Ceremony, and wish you all the best, all speakers.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dinesh, for wonderfully explaining your role. And I will maybe adding something that it is 30 seconds before the start of the speech you will have, not 10. So 30 seconds. So prepare. So let's start. All the very best. First is KM. KM, you want to try?
Hi.
KM. KM Thomas.
Yes.
Okay. So KM, your topic is, and you will have 30 seconds to come up with the speech, okay? So your topic is, which is better, to be intelligent or to be wise? What is better, to be intelligent or to be wise? Your 30 seconds start now.
So you can start now?
Yes, you can start now.
Okay. Topic master, fellow Toastmasters, guests, very good evening to you all. To be intelligent, to be wise. Intelligent people think that they knows everything, but sometimes they are incapable of taking some decisions. But wise people know how much they don't know. Intelligent people have always an answer, but it may not be a correct answer, correct decision, but they always feel proud that they knows everything. Nobody can beat them. But wise people, when they are taking decisions, maybe from their experience, the lesson they learned in their life, or which are the ways they goes through from the childhood to the till age, that will give them a proper experience to what decisions to make. I just remember one of the renowned person in India said, people always going to health clubs, gymnasiums, Zumba classes, for the physical fitness, to develop their body, to develop their muscles, to become a good physique. But people, how to develop their good habits, good mind, like serving people, caring people. So we are not doing anything for or mental fitness or mental wellness. We are not doing anything for the mental wellness. So usually it happens, wise people is whatever comes through their way, when they are come across with any situations, suppose very difficult to take decisions on that one. So wise people always go through the wise way. Many times I also, indeed, I am not an intelligent person, and I also think that I am not a wise also. I may be in between wise and intelligent. Many times I happen to be like cheated, like looted, because of my decision was not very clear, not very correct, not in a proper way. So, but the person is wise. The person is have the knowledge, have the capacity to take wise decisions. They knows where are the incorrect ways, where to go, and which are the ways to lead to go at a good success path. But many people, usually what happens in the intelligent people, they don't care about others. They feel that they are mobile encyclopedia. Sometimes we have some friends are like mobile encyclopedias. What are the questions? What are the doubts you can clear with them? But sometimes in their own situations, we found that they are becoming a failure. I just remember a person came in one of my training session in Bangalore, not my training session, but my guru's training session in Bangalore. That was the laughter yoga training session. He came that he is a motivational speaker. He is going everywhere to motivate people, how to achieve your goals, how to buy your dream car, how to become rich. He is moving everywhere and teaching the people to achieve their goals. Why he came to our training session is that when he comes back to his family, he is always fighting with his wife, not spending enough time with the kids. And he felt that he missed something else. He's teaching good thoughts to everyone, but in his life, he's become a failure. So he wanted to get some mental wellness. That's why he came to our training session. So people are always maybe act like they are more intelligent, but sometimes they will they may not be take the proper decision. But wise people, I feel that they are in a they will go in a very proper way, and whatever comes, their brain will work and how to go through the right path. Back to Master.
Wonderful. Cam, you delivered a proper speech.
Thank you, thank you.
Of 5 to 7 minutes. Wonderful. So we are not that bad with the impromptu speeches, huh? You should not be afraid of it. Wonderful. So next we have Ram. Ram, are you there? Ram, you are on mute. You are muted.
Yes, I'm audible.
Okay. First, I forgot. We'll have to give the feedback to KM. Anybody wants to give feedback to KM about his speech, how it was, or any improvement points? First, anybody who wants to unmute and give a feedback?
Can you hear me
30
loud and clear?
seconds. Yes, you are Giri. Toastmaster Giri.
Hey, I appreciate you stepping up to give a speech in 30 seconds. That's awesome. You had the content. I was surprised that you had so much content to speak for so long. You even had paced it up. For a 5-minute speech in 30 seconds, I really appreciate the effort and the content. Maybe if you can add some vocal variety for that and add some moments, that will be awesome. I'm sure if you can put that speech in writing and really prepare for a prepared speech, that will be an awesome one. Just keep it going. That's wonderful.
Wonderful. Any other
Thank
person
you.
who?
Thank you. Thank you,
Yes.
Toastmaster Giri.
Any other person who wants to give feedback to KM Thomas? No one. So it was
No
a good.
one.
So you are awesome, KM. You are awesome. Great. So next we move on to the another. Ram, are you there?
Yeah.
So Ram, your topic is what is more important in life, to be content or to be successful? I'll repeat. What is more important in life, to be content or to be successful? Over to you. Have 30 seconds to come up with the ideas.
Okay. What is more important in life? We all are running for success, although it's differ from person to person. For someone is going to next planet may be success. Going to the across the globe may be success. Owning a branded car or owning a big house may be success. But we are the human being. We born in this universe, in this planet as a human. So what matter? What important to be? I think to be a human, to be a content. Successful as it differ, it may be possible that if someone is successful in his or her life, it doesn't mean for others. Like we had so many examples in India recently. One of the celebrity film star actor, his son was in news for the different season, and you know how successful he is. So in everyone's life there are some different aspect. Like one of the greatest speaker we follow, most of the as we follow Mr. Robin Sharma. And recently my fellow speaker was mentioning the same incident. Like Robin Sharma is the motivational speaker, and he has his follower across the globe, not only in one particular country but across the globe. But unfortunately his marriage life was not successful. With a good peace. We are not able to get a good sleep in the night. I don't think the success or the success meaning of successful will be going to be matter anywhere. So in human life, I think the content is more important. Relation with your fellow, your near and dear, your other human beings, and your peace is more important, and our life will be meaningful. I think although the life has a different quite different things. Like if you search for meaning, you even not able to find it. And at the same way, success is also differ person to person. So being a content is more important, and for it we learn it from the different aspects of life only. There is no any theoretical book or in written which can we can follow it in our life. So while you come across in the journey of the life, you will learn and you will realize that being a content, being a mindfulness and a peaceful life is more important. And success, it may be uh, it may be not the fruitful. Like it's the byproduct. Success is byproduct, and it's not a final product of your professional or personal life. If you are happy, if you are having peaceful, then I think you will be successful. And considering defining success is very difficult in today's world, especially when we are running very fast and we are chasing it at any cost. Like we want to earn money, we want to earn fame, and still we don't know who we are, why we are running, why we are chasing these things. So these are the things. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, Ram Patil. Wonderful, great thoughts. We should be try to be human, and we should be content with what we have. Wonderful thoughts. Any feedback for Ram? Anybody wants to give some feedback to Ram about his speech?
Master of Ceremony, I think many are the hesitate to give the verbal feedback. Let them use the personal chat also if they like.
Okay, so that is, so you have the option of giving on a chat also if you are not willing to give it on a voice, on a verbal feedback. So kindly give the feedback to Toastmaster Ram on his private chat or in the normal chat also. So let's go ahead. Adinga. Adinga, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Yes. So Adinga, for you the topic is okay. Why? What is better, to listen to your mind or to listen to your heart? I'll repeat. What is better, to listen to your mind or to listen to your heart? You have 30 seconds to prepare.
Thank you.
Your time 30 seconds is finished. You can start your speech. I will start timer.
Which is better, to listen to my mind or to my heart? I would like to define my heart as the organ in my body which helps to pump blood throughout my body so that I can live with all the ventricles, arteries, etc. So that when I inhale and exhale, it pumps the blood throughout my body. My mind, I would say, is between my hands, where I make decisions, where I reason. I would see it as my brain. Therefore, I would listen to my mind. I recognize that I have a mind, and so my mind is where I make decisions from day to day. And when using my mind, I choose to be intentional. I am not just going to let anything happen just like that. Therefore, I would think before I act. If I have to breathe in using my heart, which uses my heart that pumps blood, then I breathe in, breathe out so that I can be calm. But I would seek at all times to use my mind. My mind, I would make decisions. I would consider, weigh the differences. Is this the right thing to do? Is it the best thing to do? Is it what is it? And so I would make my decision based on that. I also recognize that whatever I think, if I think I can, I am right. If I think I can't, then I'm also right. Whatever my mind conceive, I know that I can do it. And I know most of the times we are defeated, or I am defeated because of my mind, the way that I see things, about giving up, about procrastinating. Therefore, I have to take control of my mind. My mind is my reason of consciousness. It's where I think, it's where I gain my thoughts. Even now, I have to think and focus so that I can give the needed information, the information that is necessary. My mind, if I'm about to do something wrong, then something would speak to my mind. And so I can listen or I can go straight ahead and continue doing what I'm doing and then live in regret. Therefore, I choose to listen to my mind. My mind is my guiding force after my heart, which pumps blood. My mind is what allows me to make all the decisions. And I recognize a decision, whether or not I think I'm making a decision, I am making a decision. Not choosing to go outside mean I've made a decision to stay inside. Not choosing to sleep mean I have made a decision to stay awake. And so all these things affect your mind. I also realized that your mind is a terrible thing to waste. And at one time recently, I thought I was sick. I felt something that I don't think I should felt. And so my mind started playing with me, and I start thinking that I'm sick when indeed and in fact, I was not sick. And so my mind plays a big part on how healthy I am, how successful I may be, the type of parent I may be, the type of person I may be. I have to determine in my mind what I am going to do and stick to it, because whether I believe I can or I can't, either way, I am right because of my mind. My mind. Thank you so kindly.
Wonderful, Adinga. Great. You are a mind scientist, huh? Great, well done. You spoke really well. And about mind. Wonderful, wonderful. Any feedback for Adinga? Is somebody wants to give feedback to Adinga about her speech? If not, okay, somebody has raised the hand. Noah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Omar. First of all, I enjoyed her speech a lot, and I can't believe how calm and content you are while you're speaking a full speech, full impromptu speech. So I enjoyed it very much. I wish you added a story to that, like someone to reach this level of mindset. Of course, you went through ups and downs, and you went through a journey to reach this level of mindset. I would love to hear that story being added to the speech. This is the one thing I could add. Over to you.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
And any other person? I would encourage everyone to give your feedbacks in the chat through private message to Atinga about a speech. So let's move on. We have with us Nitesh is there. I think Nitesh has left. Okay. We have my good old friend Farhaz Farooq.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So your topic is a bird born in a cage thinks flying is an illness. I'll repeat, a bird born in a cage thinks flying is an illness. You have 30 seconds to prepare the speech for this topic.
Medium Faraj, your time is up. You can start your speech.
Yeah, Master Ceremonies, respected Toastmasters, dear guests. I would like to start this topic off with a little bit of philosophy, which relates to every single one of us. When we are born literally blind and very difficult for us to hear. We cannot walk, we cannot talk. Eventually, we figure things out. Our eyes develop, we learn to see. Our mom speaks to us, we learn to hear. And then we grow up, we become stronger, and we learn to walk, we learn to talk. That's what it is all about. Whilst every single one of us has actually gone through this development, I would like to ask you a question. Why do we, after having gone through this development, why do we limit ourselves when it comes to moving forward with learning something new, with trying out something new, with probably bringing something new into our lives? And it's just not few of us, literally quite a large majority of us would try to limit ourselves simply because we somehow think we cannot take that one extra step. Now, don't forget, we have developed from where we were into what we are, but we somehow feel we cannot take that extra step. Let me give you a couple of examples from my personal life. I wanted to initially become a pilot, and then I started learning anything and everything that has to do with flying. But as life progressed, I didn't go down that route because I got scared of flying. Then I thought, no, maybe let me do something more down to earth. I wanted to become a doctor. And cutting the cockroach was easy in class. But when it came to cutting the cockroach, cutting the frog, it became a little bit more messy. And then I told myself, probably I'm not ready to cut a human being. Then I wanted to be an engineer. I would have become an engineer, but circumstances around me, the country was closed, there were curfews, universities were closed, so I never became an engineer. Eventually, I settled to becoming an accountant. When I got into accounting school, here I was, having studied mathematics, physics, chemistry, and so on, not touched an accounting book at all. And I was thinking to myself, will I make it in this? It was a bit difficult. I had my stumbles, I did have my failures, but eventually I did qualify as an engineer, as an accountant. But that's about as far as my profession got. And of course, I moved on from accountant to where I am today. A little bit on personal. I'm quite fat for people who know, well, I was quite fat. But then eventually I decided if I continue to be fat, I'll probably die by the age of 35. I needed to do something about it. And the first thing that I had to do was to lose weight. And to lose weight, I had to start exercising. And for a fat person who had a big problem in his left knee, which needed operations, I couldn't walk 200 meters. My first walk was a little less than 200 meters, and it was very painful. The first evening, I thought, you know what, maybe I'll just settle to dying at 35. That's okay, because walking more than 200 meters is very difficult. But eventually, I just started pushing myself. I had lots of friends who came and helped me, who came and motivated me. And that kept me going. And eventually, I started walking about 1 kilometer, 2 kilometers. I started running. Then I also got into competitive sports. Today, my dear friends, I can, and I have recently completed my 10-kilometer run. Yes, it took me a little bit of time. Yes, I have gray hair, but I've completed my first 10-kilometer run. This is just but one example. Now, whilst I was running, I also got into competitive sports, as I said. I joined the Bahrain Rugby Football Club, and I wanted to continue to play a little bit of rugby. But I was quite old, and we have all these young kids. If I go smashing against them, I will die. So I found a team that was more suitable to my age group, the veterans team. I got in with them. I started training with them. And lo and behold, when the rugby season starts in Bahrain, once every 2 weeks, we used to have games. And I was one of the team members in every single one of these games. Yes, because of our age factor, we never played the full game. We used to play only about half. But still, I was a good starting point. Now, remember, if I had told myself, listen, you are not made for it. You can't walk more than 200 meters. You cannot play rugby with all these strong, huge people. I would never have got out and been able to achieve what I have. If I had told myself I cannot run, I would never have completed my 10-kilometer run about 6 weeks back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are like that proverbial bird, which when it is born in a cage, it thinks this is what this whole world is about. And trying to fly or flying itself is a sickness which we should avoid. However, if we were to change our mindset and think about what more we could see if we just flew out of that cage, then, my dear friends, the entire world will open up to us. All the beautiful sceneries, the greenery, the buildings, the houses, the seas, other birds. Friends, don't be like that bird that is in the cage and which thinks flying is an illness, but have the courage to fly out of that cage and see what lies out there and see if flying is truly an illness. Once again, let me remind you, every single one of us is born blind, deaf, without the ability to walk and without the ability to talk. And we do learn these things. And if we can do those things, which are very difficult, the rest of the thing should be simple and easy. So my dear friends, remember, get out of that mindset which is fixed, develop a growth mindset. Don't be like the bird that thinks flying is an illness, but instead be that free bird that flies all over the world and enjoys the sights and sounds of the world, what it has to offer and the benefits that it has. And of course, by facing the challenges bravely, be a very successful at it. Over to you, Mr. Master Salim.
Oh, wonderful. Farhaz, you have given an excellent speech on the impromptu topic. Wonderful. Yes. See, that's what this practice is all about. Even though it's an impromptu speech, you are giving just the topic, you are still able to go for 5 minutes, 6 minutes, and you can speak on it in a proper way. You have the time, you can develop the speech. So, and that's what we are encouraging, and that's how you can get the ideas. And okay, now it's coming to my mind or something like that. So wonderful. Next, we have Uma Natraj. Uma, you want to try? First, we have to give feedback to Farhaz. Yes, I forgot. Anybody wants to give feedback to Farhaz? Anybody wants to give feedback to Farhaz about his speech? Or everybody wants to give in chat?
Better, I
Okay.
think let's have the 1 minute of the silence to give the feedback to DTM Faraj Farooq, as well as it, all others too, if it is okay with you. Master of Ceremony,
Okay,
Toastmaster
let's
Sumar.
do that. Yes, let's do that.
Yeah, please
1
do
minute
it
to
the
give the
personal
feedback.
chat or to the DTM Faraj. I am timing already, otherwise I can start, then DTM Faraj speech need the 10 minutes to give the feedback. And maybe I will not in the position to give the feedback to DTM Faraj.
Okay, so let me know when the 1 minute is over, so we'll continue.
Right. Anyway, thank you for everybody who sent me the feedback. I have got some personal messages and one general message also. Thank you so much. Thank you. And by the way, this is my very first attempt at 5 to 7 minute impromptu speaking. So thank you for this opportunity.
Yes, that's
Thank
awesome.
you, DTM Faraj
Yeah.
and Toastmaster Umar. Time is up here. You can proceed to the next speaker.
Okay.
And also,
next
audience,
is-
please feel free to switch on your videos if you are comfortable, since it is not any contest. So let's make the
Yes.
meeting lively.
Feel free. There are no winners or losers. We are all learners here. We are learning and getting better at speaking. Uma Natraj, are you there? So you want to try? a
I'm
topic?
there. Yeah, I'll give it a try.
Okay, your topic is also a little philosophical. The topic is roses have thorns and honey wears the sting. 1 minute. Let Dinesh want to say something.
Yes, Toastmaster Umar Farooq. I think Uma joined the later. We not clarified the timing. If she don't know, it is the 5 to 7 minute Toastmaster Uma. If you are Toastmaster.
Okay,
Yeah, this is
let
how
me
just-
go through the timings again for all the audience members who are joined later. So this is an impromptu speaking session in which you have to give a 5 to 7 minute speech on an impromptu topic. You will be given 30 seconds to prepare your speech, what you will be saying. Okay. So at 5 minutes green,
Yes, sir.
6 minutes yellow. So so your topic is roses have thorns and honey wears a sting. I'll repeat, roses have thorns and honey wears a sting.
I didn't get the second part. Can you just
Honey,
type it on the chat?
honey wears a sting.
Okay. The honeybee wears a sting. That's what you mean?
Honey, yes, honey wears a sting. Yes.
Okay. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Roses have thorns and honey gives a sting. Sounds interesting. Have you ever seen a rose without a thorn? Can you raise your hands? Have anybody of you seen a rose without a thorn? Yeah, I can see many people raising hands saying that they have never seen a rose without a thorn. So everything which is beautiful has something unique about it. No, there may be some danger in it. There may be some goodness in it. So if you want to enjoy the rose, you have to bear the thorn. No, where the thorn may prick you. But in spite of that, if you want to go get a rose, you may have to bear the thorn. So just like that in life too, when we have to go behind success or when we want success, we may face a lot of challenges in life. So life is full of challenges. I remember when I was in school, we used to write in our autograph books that life is a challenge or life is a game. Play it, add your joys, subtract your sorrows, then multiply your friends and things like that. But now I remember with what intention we wrote. Like those days, it was just an autograph. But now I realize that when I face life with challenges, that there is a thorn in every step we take. There is a thorn. But thinking that there is a thorn, if we step back, we will not be able to get the rose. So here also, at a point, I was so used to speaking only for 2 minutes. In my back of my mind, I thought, shall I quit? Shall I leave the group? But then I thought, if I leave the group, I will not be able to sleep in peace today. Why not take this challenge? I just forced myself, and I'm speaking for the first time impromptu for 5 minutes. I have spoken in Toastmasters for 5 to 7 minutes as a prepared speech, but this is the first time that I've taken it as a challenge as an impromptu. So every challenge or every beauty has a thorn behind it. When you go and face it and cross it, the first step which you take, if you cross it, life will be success to you. So let us take the honeybee. The honeybee stores honey in its hive. So when a person wants to take honey from that, he has to somehow reach that hive and take the honey. So is there not danger in that? Definitely there is danger. But a person who is skilled enough and who has that skill to take the honey, he somehow finds a method to take it without being stung. So like that, when you take any opportunity, grab the opportunity and take it as a challenge, I'm sure success will be yours. So go ahead in life, meet the challenges, face it and bounce back. To give an example, recently in April, I was affected with Corona. And initially, due to Corona, my sugar levels also went high. And it was the first time I realized that I had sugar, diabetes also. And I felt so lonely because nobody else was allowed in my room. And then after 2 days, my husband joined me. He also had tested positive. But till that time, I felt so lonely in spite of my family, in spite of friends. That is when I realized that though I had not informed many, but I realized that if I had touched many more lives, maybe people would have contacted me and found out what happened to me. So I have to make a difference in others' lives. That is when I realized that only when you touch many lives, you will be making a difference in others' lives too. So when you bounce back in life, whenever you face challenges, you see that there is a thorn behind every rose. It's okay. You just keep the thorn aside and take the rose and enjoy its fragrance and feel the success. That's what I feel. And in spite of whatever the obstacles may come your way, just move ahead, face it, bounce back, and be an inspirer to everyone. Thank you.
Wow, quite motivational, Uma ma'am. Wonderful and great thoughts. Nothing is as it appears. Sometimes good people may hide bad intentions, sometimes bad will. Wonderful. So, Toastmaster Dinesh, what do you have to say?
I would like to give some feedback to the Toastmasters Oman Natraj.
Okay,
But
great.
my very special good evening to Toastmasters Uma, who really inspired, not to me, I hope to all the audience, by which I could get in very abstract. You said that life is a challenge. It took me the flashback up, I think, almost in 1978, when I was the 12th standard student. I always used to complain to my brother, why all troubles come to you, to me. Then he tell, Dinesh, if easy life, anybody can survive. There is if challenge not in the life, there is the no interest or no the entertain to live your life. So always accept the challenge. Don't take it the granted, always the happiness you can expect. And another thing I could get, you tell the success, really success is not have a smooth road always. You've given the various example to get the honey, to get the road. So it means we have to struggle, then only we can get the achievement or our happiness. Very good topic. Thank you very much.
Wonderful, Toastmaster Dinesh. Great feedback and very encouraging. Please, I encourage each and everyone to give feedback to Toastmaster Uma on her wonderful and amazing speech. We have 1 minute. Toastmaster Dinesh, you can start the 1 minute for the feedback. And and next we'll have Raghav. Raghav will be the next one. Meanwhile, you get ready.
Yes. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, Raghav. Yes, you're audible. I encourage you to open the video if it's possible for you.
Just a minute.
Okay. Okay. Wonderful to see you, Raghav.
Yes.
So,
little hold, Toastmasters Umar. I will let you know when 1 minute is over.
okay.
So it's my first time. So can you just give me extra time to prepare?
How much time you need?
1 to 2 minutes, I guess.
No. Okay, maybe. You see, you will have 30 seconds. Whenever you want to, whatever speech you give, it is up to you. Like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, no issues. Whatever ideas are, just communicate. Okay.
Toastmasters Umar, you can proceed.
Okay. So, Raghav, your topic is. I will give you an easy topic. Okay.
Okay.
So your topic is. Raghav, you are a Toastmaster, no?
No, I have just. This is my actually first session. I have never attended Toastmaster session.
Okay. So this is on Toastmaster, so no issues at all. So I will give you a simple topic. Your topic is what is the purpose of life? I'll repeat. What is the purpose of life? Raghav, you have 30 seconds. Come up with the ideas.
Guest Raghav, your time is 30 seconds over. I will start the timer. You can start your speech.
Okay, thank you. So good evening, all of you. So I am just starting my. What's this loading here timing? Can you please guide me?
Guest Raghav, this is the timer. You have the speaking time 5 to 7 minutes.
Okay.
It is not the bandit how much you can speak, but it will not go more than 7 minutes. Minimum
Okay.
time you can as per your how you prepared, because since it is you are not the Toastmaster and it is impromptu. So what you can speak about your topic given by the Toastmasters Farooq. If it is not memorized, again you can ask, no problem.
Okay, thank you. So the topic given to me is what is the purpose of the life? So I think the purpose of the life means in the beginning, right now, from the childhood. So the for the one who is just a child, insane. So he thinks that the purpose of the life is to be a good person or to be educated person to achieve success in his studies. And once he gets younger, so his responsibility increases, and I think the purpose of the life for him with his perspective is to be well settled, achieve all the qualifications, and to be successful. And when he becomes adult, so that time his perspective for the life is to be settled and to be good to everyone, to be good to everyone and to become a good person, so that everyone could remember him as and also money and successful, money and success, the and at the last when a person gets older and older, so the purpose of his life is to live a happy and peaceful life with no desire, with no tension and everything, and with great satisfaction. And I think at the end of the day, we should sleep a satisfied life. That is the we should sleep with a satisfaction that we have done something great today. And I think that's the most important purpose of the life. Thank you.
Wonderful, Raghav. I did not feel that you are a first timer. You did so well. You spoke really well, and we should be always focused on whether we are living a satisfactory life or not, whether we are satisfied with our life or not, and what are our goals and what are our wonderful and amazing. I loved your take on the topic, and you did full justice to it. Wonderful. Any feedback for Raghav, soon to be a Toastmaster?
Noha Madani and Mobina raised the hand, I think, for feedback.
Noha. Noha, let's
Thank
go
you.
first.
Thank you very much. Well done, Raghav. This is your first time speaking. For how long he spoke, Toastmaster Dinesh?
It's my first session.
2 minutes 6 seconds. So he completed the topic.
So you spoke for 2 minutes. What I like is that you put structure into your speech. You mentioned about how is this topic for someone who's starting their life, for someone maybe older, for someone at the end of their life. And I like that you concluded with a big key message that the purpose of your life should be when you go to sleep, you're satisfied about what you do, you're satisfied that you did change, you came with a purpose. I think it's really great to be your first time trying to speak impromptu and you came up with these ideas. I would love to see how you can progress, maybe next time give a longer speech. So I would love for you to come back and practice with us in next session. And also I would love for you look for Toastmasters clubs that near you. There are also a lot of clubs that meet online, and I am sure you're going to do great. Over to you.
Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful, Toastmaster. Great encouraging feedback. I still remember my first table topic that I ever attempted 2.5 years back. I was so hopeless. I had no idea what to say. I was on the stage. I was giving a very simple topic. What is your, I don't know, celebrity crush, or I don't know what was the topic, but wonderful. Toastmaster Dinesh.
Yeah, Toastmaster Umar Farooq, please take the acknowledge. Guest Mobina raised the hand before, if you didn't notice.
Yes, Mobina, you want to say something?
Actually, I want to participate.
Yes, your turn will come, definitely. Don't worry. And Akib raised the hand also. Akib?
Yeah, so I wanted to congratulate Raghav on his first maiden speech and the way he came up with. I echo with Toastmaster Umar. My first impromptu session was "Life is beautiful," and I did not say "Life is beautiful" itself, and I dropped out at 14th second. So the way you took up, I believe you have a great speaker in you, and try finding any Toastmasters near, and go ahead. I mean, all the points that you took upon. These are all relatable and everyone desires to be in their life. So a great speech, I would say, Raghav. Yeah, kudos.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Keep it up, Raghav. Yes, and next. Meanwhile, everybody gives feedback to Raghav on chat also. So let's go on to the other speaker who will be next. Let's
Mobina.
have. Yes, Dinesh?
Mobina.
Mobina, you want to try?
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
She's
Yes.
seasoned
So,
Toastmaster.
Mobina, you will be opening the video or not, or you will be just on voice?
I won't be able to on my video.
Okay, Mubina, I will explain you that something about the role. This what kind of impromptu session it is. You will have 30 seconds to prepare the topic, and you will be delivering a 5 to 7 minute speech. Okay?
5 to 7 minute speech?
Yes, that is the challenge. Deliver
Oh my
under the
God.
pressure.
Oh my God. Okay.
No, even if you ran out of ideas at 4 minutes, it's okay. There is no winner or loser. You are learning and growing. That is better. Okay?
All right. All right.
So the main focus is on to be able to get the ideas and to be able to speak confidently with having brainstorming and all those things. Okay.
Okay.
So Mubina, your topic is are decisions based on emotions always right? I'll repeat. Are the decisions based on emotions always right? You have 30 seconds to prepare.
Timer, I just want to request you to just please let me know when the 30 seconds gets over.
Okay.
Sorry, Mobina?
She wants to be notified that 30 seconds are over when they are. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I would like to say that emotions play a vital role in decision making. Recently, I had I can say, situation or trauma, whatever I can say, that where we need to take a decision which was based on emotions. But what we did was we took a turn and we used our brain. I want to quote an example. A week before my grandma expired, it was so shocking that we were not expecting this at all. From a month ago, we felt that something is happening to her. It was a fever, and her body was not properly reacting. She was not eating properly. So we thought that what we need to do, as she was in her 90s, she was 92. She was about to turn 92. So we thought that shall we go to hospital or shall we take care of her at home? This is the kind of a decision which my dad needs to take. But due to the emotions and everything, we kept her home. Then we call our uncle to make a decision because my brother has my dad has two brothers. So we all need to discuss all these things with them. Although this is my personal story, but this is very close to me and I just want to share it. That sometimes it happens that we use our brain and then we realize maybe we should use our emotions. So we took my granny to hospital, and what happened, they hospitalized her for a week. They gives her injections and whatever it may take because she was ran out of blood. and there was all medications happening, and the situation was getting worse day by day. We all were worried that maybe we should use our emotions while making a decision, or we did wrong by using our brain, because there are moments in our life, ladies and gentlemen, where we need to make decisions, and sometimes we use our brain. But now we thought that maybe what if we didn't take her to hospital, and might be she was alive. So it totally depends on God, because he gave life and he gave death to us. It's just a matter of time where we can judge whether it's emotions overpower our decisions or we should use our brain. So this is number one lesson to me, and might be to everyone, that we should not, you know uh, we should not suppress the emotions, because they are very important. It's not always brain which says that whatever we need to do is right. There are decisions which are based on emotions which can be right. That is called gut feeling. Decisions is something which is very important in life. Trust me, it is very, very important. One decision, if you took in the past, it can lead you to the failure, or it can lead you to success. It totally depends on you, that how you are going to make it. We are human beings and we are very emotional, but it totally depends on situation to situation where we need to act. I must say that emotions are important and we need to take care of that, and we need to make a factor that, okay, if I'm making such a decision, I need to take care of my emotions at a priority level. I can't keep aside my emotions and just use my brain and take a decision. It can happen, like decisions can be in your family, in your relationships, in your career, in your job. It totally depends on you. And there will be certain situation in your life. I just gave example about my family. It can happen to it happened with me, but it can happen with anyone. So this, the moral of the story is that make decision with your emotions. It's not necessary that your brain will always give you the right advice. That's all from my side. I guess I spoke for 5 minutes. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Movina, great thoughts. You send your, you stood by your, what you believed in. Okay, you took a side. Okay, I want to go with the emotions, and emotions are good, and based on sometimes mind will play some tricks on you. Wonderful thoughts.
Thank you.
Any feedback for Mubina from anybody else? Dinesh?
No, Toastmaster, I have not raised the hand for feedback. I raised the hand for the next speaker is Naveed Siddiqui.
Naved. Okay. Naved, you want to try a topic?
DTM Farhad raised his hand. Perhaps he
Yes,
has
Yes,
DTM
sure,
Farhad.
sure. DTM Farhad will give feedback. And
Yes.
just to hold the DTM Farhad, I would request to all the further speaker include your introduction too in your speech, so it will benefit for you to the timing, and we will know who the speakers actually. Some of you are not the familiar to us. Thank you. Over to you, DTM Faraj.
Thank you so much. So first of all, Mubina, you said from the way you were speaking, it seemed as if you were almost apologizing to us for quoting a personal experience, personal story. I would like to tell you, you don't really need to sound apologetic when you're using your personal stories, because generally public speaking, especially when you're speaking about a topic that's motivational or emotional in nature, involves us narrating personal stories. So please don't sound apologetic, but actually use it with confidence, use it with competence, and use it with some complete control. You don't need to sound apologetic, because the story that you quoted absolutely drives the nail into the literal into the box, into the wood, on what was trying to be stated, and you can just use it. So please don't sound apologetic at all. And generally, when you're trying to indulge or learning the arts of public speaking, never ever sound apologetic. Feel very confident with what you say, feel very comfortable with what you say. And it's okay sometimes to reveal personal stories. I mean, if you heard what I was speaking about earlier, my entire speech was about personal experiences. Anyway, well done, ma'am. Good work. And hopefully next time, once you gain a bit more confidence, you can actually speak for the full 5 to 7 minutes. And from the looks of things, I think you can. All the best. Back to you, Mr. Toast. Mr.
Thank you so much. I just want to say
Wonderful,
that,
Jitin Fahad.
can I say something?
Yes.
I just want to say, yeah, maybe I was a bit low confident because I was, in emotions. Definitely, I'll try to keep it your suggestion and will add it in the next speech. I'll be more confident and I'll share personal story with confidence for sure. Thank you so much.
Wonderful, wonderful, great thoughts and great feedback from Jitin Fahad. So Naveed,
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
so Naveed, your topic is your most embarrassing moment in your life. Your most embarrassing moment in your life, Naveed Siddiqui. You have 30 seconds to prepare the topic, minimum 5 to 7 minutes. Your most embarrassing moment in your life.
Good evening to all of you. My name is Naveed Ahmed Siddiqui and I'm from Pakistan, currently living in Hyderabad. And I'm speaking to you about the most embarrassing moment happened in my life. It is interesting to tell you, but it was embarrassment for me in my past. It happened with me. I was a pro kite flyer. I used to fly a kite whole day in my school days. Once I bunked my school and purchased a kite and was going to the home in a rush way in order to go to the rooftop for kite flying. But my father knew that I bunked the school every day. So he saw me instantly. He ran towards me to catch me. I saw him from far. I understood that, oh, my father is there. So how he saw me. So I ran. It was actually to go to him and ask sorry, but I ran from there. But my father was so frightened with me that because I used to bunk my classes every day. He ran towards me and I was running ahead. He was running behind me and we were actually catching each other. Means my father was catching me in order to catch me and tell me that what are you doing? Why you are bunking a class? You are actually destroying your future. Just he wanted to tell me that. But I was also frightened that I am going to be scolded from my father. Then I saw one old woman and I told her that someone is running behind me. Someone is running behind me and I don't know him. So it was really embarrassment moment for me when I told her this. Actually, this was my father. I was telling her that he is not my father. This was embarrassment moment for me because my father, when he heard this, heard that you are saying you are not my son.
So I told him, yes, yes, you are scolding me, I don't know. So the old woman actually scolded my father that why you are running behind him. So he said her that he is my son. But she then understood that okay, he your son. He then when I went to home with my father, he loved me and said me that you should not do in your school time, you can do after school. But the moment when I said that he's not my father was embarrassment moment for me because my father also heard it. So yes, it was a really good experience. We can say I can say that I learned and I got love from my father after that. So it happened sometimes that the embarrassment moment come and then go. We learn from it, and we should learn from it because these situations are here for our learning. And sometimes we cannot let it go. It happened anyway. So thank you very much, TM Omar sir. Really appreciate.
Wonderful confession made. Huh? Naveed has made a confession today. Wonderful, great thoughts, and it is a challenging topic, so you have to admit to something and wonderful thoughts. Anybody wants to give some feedback to Naveed, or they can give it in the chat if they like. I think I encourage everyone to give feedback to Naveed in the chat, so how he can improve and get better. Okay.
Naveed bhai, thanks for this great speech. It takes a lot of courage to talk about things of this nature, and mashallah, you showed a lot of courage. I would like you to maybe, if possible, expand more on the story, just because at some stage it seemed like you were just going round and round. So maybe that one story you can expand and bring a little bit more emotional aspects, how your father felt after that when he was giving you the love of a father, how you felt, how badly you felt. You could explain all of those emotions to us, and that will show us the true embarrassment that you felt. Inshallah. All the best. Over to you.
Yes,
Thank you.
wonderful. Great, yes, great feedback. So next we move on to Akib.
Yes.
Okay. So Akib, your topic is time is money. Time is money. Akib, you have 30 seconds to come up with the ideas.
हाय भरपूर सारे मुलं बसलेली मला सांगितलं की
Yes. Thanks, Toastmaster Uma, for giving me this beautiful topic. And I mean, you have given a nice topic. I'm able to put my thoughts across. Hi everyone, my name is Akib Javed. I am a current Toastmasters at Coastline Toastmaster Club at Vizag, India. Talking about the topic, time is money. And as soon as you realize it, you have already lost a lot of time. So there was a time when I used to travel home, and the cheapest way to go home was a train which will take 12 hours. We had a bus option which can take me in 6 hours, but bus freight was double the cost of train. So we were like, it's okay, we will go by a train only because there is a saving coming out of it. As time grew and now we are working for a company, each and every second is precious. Now I want to save each and every minutes of my life. Sometimes we are not traveling to the other places, we are just saying let us have a video call, or we are asking other people to switch on their camera and do a WhatsApp call. And if I have to travel my home, I'm trying to find cheapest flight to my home. So it's a very nice words, and that time is money. In fact, it is something which is more than money. Time is invaluable. We cannot compare it with money itself. The moments that you spent with your father, just remember it. The moment which you have spent with your father. And when you realize that your father is no more, those precious moments, you cannot bring it back. And not just with your father, with every family member that we're spending as of now. It's precious. You cannot compare it with value itself. And I belong to a place called as Sasaram. It's in the state called Bihar. Very funny place. People are very much humorous. So there is a popular saying which says that if Bill Gates, if Bill Gates, finds his 50,000 rupees missing and he sees that it is at the floor, he won't pick it up because he doesn't have time. However, we are sitting here taking tea and snacks, chatting for an hour. So those proverbs still resonate in my mind. However, when we when we are realizing this time, what is the cost of this time? Actually, it is the technology which has brought this values to the time. So when we say when you go 10 to 15 years down the line, we were living in villages. It's about India. I don't know what about other locations. India was not that much developed. 15 years down the line, people were sitting idle for continuous 4 hours, 5 years. If you have a session wherein you can do farming, it's okay. People are busy doing their job. But when it's off season, we're just sitting, we're doing nothing. And you don't value time itself. Now, with the advent of technology, we are trying to utilize each and every second. When I reach my office, I have 8 hours, and those 8 hours are scheduled before I reach office itself. So tomorrow 8 hours are scheduled now itself. Boss has given schedule. I have given schedule to others, and there are 10-15 works which I have to do tomorrow. So you don't get time. The time slots which I get is 40 minutes for lunch, 10 minutes for evening snacks. And that is how we have, made our life very much busy. So all, where it is all boiling down to is the more we utilize ourselves and the more we, take out of whatever knowledge or whatever analytical skills, whichever skills that you possess, it's about utilizing those. So the topic also says that you don't waste your time on unnecessary thing. You don't waste your time, talking about something or talking about someone, not doing the proper things which we are supposed to do. As a supply chain manager, I'm supposed to do supply chain of my company. When I'm off the work, I'm supposed to improve my skill. When I'm at home, I'm supposed to, pray the God. So everyone has their thought process. Everyone wants to achieve something. So this topic says that put your mind through, put your brain and utilize this time. It is precious. It's not just money. You cannot compare it. You cannot say that today's 8 hours is worth 8 lakh rupees. You never know. This 8 hours can be of 8 crore value. So today we have got this very nice message saying Parag Agrawal has been appointed as CEO of Twitter. And he is 8th CEO, 8th Indian CEO, which has been given this big role in Silicon City. So everyone is talking about his life experience. Till yesterday, 6 p.m., I never knew that guy. Now we know him. His each and every second now is being counted. So that is how life is. You never know when your turn is going to come. But if you keep utilizing all these moments, all these seconds that we are passing by, definitely it is going to make a person who you want to become. So that is what life is all about. Time is not just money. It is something which is invaluable, precious. Let us utilize it properly. Over to you, Toastmaster Umar.
Wonderful. Come on, you gave a wonderful speech, a contest level speech. Great thoughts. And I believe if you put some emotions, body language, and expression, you can fine tune it, and like that, you will make a very good speech in it. So that's what this platform is all about. Sometimes we get the ideas in the crunch time. Okay, a lot of thoughts. When you are in pressure, you have to write a speech. Can you imagine? I have given one of few of my project speeches. Like, okay, I have to give a project. Okay, it's about emotional intelligence. I had not prepared for it, so I just but I knew what I had to say. I have an idea, clear picture what how I to go about. Okay, there is a battle between heart and mind. What are the emotions? What are the decisions based on that, and all those things. So I was able to give a 5 to 7 minute speech, but I was because I pushed myself, pushed the envelope. So I had to go out of my comfort zone. Okay, I have 7 days to prepare a speech. Okay, 10 days. Okay, maybe 4, 3. Sure, you are relaxed. Okay, once you have the crunch time, okay, yeah, I would give up. Okay, then that is something I want everybody to get good at. So wonderful. Next we have, who is left? Nuha, you want to try or you want to be silent spectator?
I want to our timer to have a topic, and I will do the timer.
Okay, Dinesh, you want to try?
Okay, no issue.
Okay.
Give me a second. Let me convert myself.
So Dinesh will be our speaker. I'm thinking about a topic for Dinesh. Dinesh, I give you an easy topic or a hard one?
Up to you.
Okay. Hey, Dinesh, you are ready?
Let me change my
we cannot
video
see you.
first.
Okay, I want to see your video. So Dinesh, your topic is, if you fear suffering, you are already suffering from fear. I'll repeat. If you fear suffering, you are already suffering from fear. Dinesh, you have 30 seconds.
Thank you, Toastmasters Umar Farooq. Audience, ladies and gentlemen, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, as per your location. First of all, myself, Dinesh Kumar Pal, as a Toastmaster, American Society of Safety Professional Kuwait, and also an additional president of the club and Area 19 director in District 20. Since the topic given to me, Toastmaster Umar Farooq, I think I am the best example of that your topic. It took me in the back 2011 when I suffered my first heart attack. I never feared with anything suffering, and I think any suffering cannot be more than a heart attack for in anyone life who ever survived after the heart attack. Whoever here from Kuwait, I living in the Mangaf, working in the Kuwait city, in the 8th tallest building in the world in the Kuwait, and the first tallest building in the Kuwait. That time, now it is changed maybe. I just I had with the colleague, the lunch. I drink that day after the lunch Pepsi. After 1 or 2 hours, I feel some pricksy pain on my chest, left hand. Just ignored first myself. When it little bit more pricksy, I discussed with my colleagues. They just tell you drink the Pepsi, it might be the gastric. I too ignored like that. Since it was the 2 o'clock and after reaching house 6 o'clock, I was having on the dinner table around the 9:30. As I took the grass of my food, I feel just a moment. I go to leave the dining table and go to the washroom. Then from there, immediate I realize I fully start the sweating. That time I was not aware it is the heart attack. I was not able to drive my car own self. So I called my friend who was my neighbor, and he took me on his shoulder to the British hospital, and they examined me and they tell it is heart attack. I tell, okay, give me the first aid. My friend was shocked when he listened the heart attack, and I was simply calm. I can say it is always the given the strength or motivated by my family or my father that don't afraid your death. Death is written. Even you afraid or no afraid, it will come. It will come on at decided the time by Allah or the God. I kept that word in my mind always of my father who given me the last, it was I think 1977 when I was the student of the 11th class. Anyway, I got the travel to the hospital, but when hospital was very close to the 5 to 10 minutes, I was out of control my pain. My friend was just relaxing me by massaging on the chest. After that, I got unconscious and went to the hospital. I got the Indian doctor, treated me. Since morning, maybe I came on my conscious. He tell Dinesh, you were lucky. If you delay more than 10 minutes, might be you are not in this one. And that time also I was very calm. Doctor, if death is decided, it cannot change the date, time, or the day. I only confident by that. Rest is in Allah's hand. So it may make the strong. Again, 2013, it was not get the heart attack, but it was the symptom I feeling uneasiness. Immediate I rushed to the doctor. He do some test and investigation. Again, he found that 2-3 place blockage in my veins. I was simply, then when this second news I given to my family, they tell immediate leave the job and come to home. I tell calm down. If I come there, it will not come to heart attack to me. Is there any guarantee? I cannot afraid and sit in home by fear of my heart attack or my suffering. I encourage to everyone face the challenge. Don't fear not any the health condition or any type of fear which you feel or which you have the phobia. Face the challenge, encounter to that. After that, I think you will feel the way of easy to moving your life. Thank you. Over to you, Master Afsami, Toastmasters Umar.
Oh, wonderful, heart-touching story, Toastmaster Dinesh. You connected with your real life. Wonderful and great speech. And see what we can say. We are all afraid of impromptu speeches, but we are so much confidently giving for these 5 to 6 minutes, 7 minute speeches. Great work, Toastmaster Dinesh. Any feedback for Akib and Dinesh? Because we forget about Akib. Akib was there still? No, I think he has left. Akib is here. Huh? So for Akib and Toastmaster Dinesh, any feedback? Akib, are you there?
I'm available, yes.
Okay. So let's give feedback to Akib and Dinesh on the chat.
I think Farooq sir has already written. I mean, call to action is required at the end at least. And let me
Yes.
just what you told.
Of
Gesture
course, some call to action or connect to your start. Concluding a speech has there are different mechanisms you can use. Like you can end with a question. You can have a call to action. Okay, use your time carefully, ladies and gentlemen. Focus on that. Make it a count. So something like a call to action, or you can connect to your opening. Okay, the opening what you said. Okay, I was wasting time and I realized how much time has passed. What do you think about it? So these kind of things. So Toastmaster Faraz, what you have to
Yeah,
say?
yeah. The reason I gave you this feedback, that was my Saqib, is because your speech, mashallah, was already very strong. So because it was a good, very strong speech, I thought I will give you some slightly advanced tips. And over here, what I only think that I missed as audience is your story is superb. You gave a lot of examples and about about popular figures on a day-to-day basis, as well as your own story and everything. At the end, what I wanted to see is, okay, from all of your earnings, what can I do about it to save time or to value time? What are the concrete steps I can take? So that is the only thing that I found was missing, because your speech was already very strong. So it is called a call to action. Like in the end of my speech, I just told everybody, please do something like this. So like that, you can give me that idea. Another, as our Umar Farooq sir said, another technique is where it's called callback. When you start with a story, you can end with the same story. I used that in mine also. I started with us being born and I ended with us being born. That is called callback. This is also another strong technique to end your speech. So try these two, inshallah, next time when you get a chance. Either callback or call to action, and that will really make your speech give one punch to the audience. Okay.
Sure. Thanks.
Good luck, sir. Good luck. And
Wonderful,
Toastmaster
great
Dinesh,
thoughts.
what can I say? Toastmaster Dinesh तो मेरा दिल जीत लिया भाई. अरे मेरे भाई. Mashallah. Very beautiful speech, sir. Very beautiful speech. What is?
Wonderful. So next, Giri, you want to try Giri Santi, or you want to just listen? Toastmaster Giri.
I hope he's not near the
Toastmaster
device.
Giri
I
is not
think
there.
initially he said something we could not remember, that he will not be available or like that.
Okay. Yeah, something like that. It's okay, perfectly fine. So Nuha, you want to try, or you want to be just listener this time? Maybe in the
You want to take a topic?
who?
You.
No, I don't want to take it.
Why? I will take
I
a
can take
topic
it
if you
away.
take a
It's okay,
topic.
no issue. Let me try.
Okay.
You want to give me a topic? Huh? I am asking you to take a topic. You are asking me to take.
No, you go first. Who would like to get even and give Toastmaster Omar a topic?
Oh, who's this? New person added?
Anyone?
Nobody wants to give me a topic. Khalas.
Okay, I will.
I will give.
Okay, that's the
Okay. Oh, he's searching for a topic.
Toastmaster Sumar,
Yes.
are you ready?
No.
Okay, I will give you 30 seconds to get ready, as you given to all of us. So you will also get the same. Your topic
Okay.
is, Toastmaster Umar, your topic is, what simple gesture have you recently witnessed that changed your hope in humanity? What simple gesture have you recently witnessed that renewed your hope in humanity? Shall I give the chat box?
No, it's okay. 1 minute. Somebody's at the door. 1 minute. Yes. So what was the topic? What
What
simple
simple
gesture?
gesture have you recently witnessed that renewed your hope in humanity?
Okay.
It is a little bit lengthy. Let me repeat again. What simple gesture have you recently witnessed that renewed your
Okay.
hope in humanity?
What simple gesture? Okay, let's think.
If so hard, I will change the topic.
No issues at all. I've never in my life changed a topic. I ever skipped. Okay. Let me know when the 30 seconds are up.
Okay, so your 30-second will start now.
Okay.
Oh, somebody ringing bell. Your
I don't know. 30 seconds. What are those gestures that have renewed my hope in humanity?
yes,
I see it everywhere. Little acts of kindness that you see each and every day. Does it not restore your hope in humanity? Somebody helping a blind cross the road. Somebody you are helping an old lady with her luggage. Aren't those small gestures? Aren't those restoring that hope? Because at the end of the day, we all hope for positive things, don't we? Don't we, Toastmasters Dinesh? If we are not hopeful for a good day, why we are living in this present? Because we want to make most of it. All these little acts of kindness, gestures that we have in our life, those are the things that give us hope, positivity to go on with our life. One such gesture happened 2 months back when I was in Pakistan. I was there because my father was extremely ill and he had to have got operated. During that time, I was very emotional, very in quite a bit of stress. But at the same time, I was positive because if I get negative, I mean, if I get sad and upset, then my people around me, that the people I love and care about, will get affected also. See, being the eldest son, I have to be strong, even if I have not been strong, not been feeling strong, not been feeling that strength inside me. So it is a very risky operation. My father is a cardiac patient and he has a pacemaker installed in his heart. So a lot of doctors rejected it. They don't want to do the surgery because they cannot put the anesthesia. It is a risky thing. So pacemaker may stop working. What you will do then? But we took a chance. We went to another doctor. We went to another doctor in Islamabad. And that doctor, I remember his name, Mr. Khan. He said, I will do that operation. I will take that risk because I have that faith that he will recover. But and he said also that even if I am going to get do that operation, I will be taking the cardiologist's help also, suggestion what he said. At the time, that time he consulted with the cardiologist. one day before, and he gave the green light. Okay, you can go ahead with that operation. Normally, that operation could take only maybe 1.5 hours, but for my father, it took over 4 hours, 4.5 hours, because of the sensitivity of the issue. But Alhamdulillah, at the end of the day, it was a very successful operation, and my father is recovering well from that operation. At that time, a lot of doctors in my own district, in a near Islamabad, were not willing to take up that risk. But sometimes in life, you have to have that faith, you have to have that belief. It can be a spark of hope for somebody. A doctor who went ahead with it, who was confident that he can do that operation. Even it was a very risky one, he was able to pull it off. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep that flame of hope in your life burning. Sometimes little gestures, like just giving a green light, going ahead with an operation. A doctor can go for maybe in a month, maybe 20 operations, 30 operations. But sometimes one operation, getting a decision for it, okay, I have to go for it, can make or break somebody's life. He went ahead with that operation. And my father is doing well now and recovering well. So focus on your hopes, your positives, and improvements in your life that you can make. Because there is always light at the end of the tunnel. Tunnel may be dark and gloomy, but sometimes little gestures of kindness can restore your hope in humanity, and everybody around you use hope in humanity. So what are you thinking about? Get up, get out, and help others, because you can change people's lives. You can make them better. You can inspire them to get better. Over to you, Toastmaster Dinesh.
Thank you very much, Toastmasters Umar Farooq. Before I hand over stage to you again back, let me announce that any speaker any attendees want to give the feedback to Toastmasters Umar Farooq, you can use the chat. I will keep the 1 minute of the silence. Even if you want to give orally, you are feel free and open to your camera.
Without opening camera, we cannot give.
Go ahead.
Farooq bhai, I was doubting whether it was a written speech which you have given earlier, or it was just that thought came across. It was so well designed, and I mean, everything was coming with the flow. And really, I really appreciate the way you brought this emotional touch. You know how you met doctor, how the pacemaker activities, and the entire process was told like it somewhere we write in a book in our diaries. So someone has written it, and you spoke in that way. So it may be that you're practicing on those stuffs, but a great take on the topic, Farooq bhai. Really lovely.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akif. And it was completely impromptu. I recently went through this incident, so I connected with it. So it was something that I went through personally, so was able to connect. And so when Toastmaster Dinesh gave this topic about hope, my father came to my mind, and how we struggled through the life, and that was a tough time for us for 1 month. So it was there. Yes. Any
Toastmasters Farooq, you can take back the virtual stage. It is yours.
Yes. So first of all, thank you, Toastmaster Dinesh, for wonderfully doing the Toastmaster timers role. Wonderful job done. Can you share the timers report for each and every speaker who was there? Toastmaster
Sure.
Dinesh.
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Umar Farooq. Really, I enjoyed the session. And I love always to be a timer. If anybody asks me the role other, I prefer to be timer and enjoy the speech. Behind the curtain, nobody can see me, what I am doing. So let me start. Our first speaker was the K.M. Thomas, 5 minutes, 38 seconds. Next one, Ram Patel, 4 minutes, 08 seconds. And next to that, VTM Adinga Findlay, 4 minutes, 28 seconds. And then our great DTM Faraj Farooq, 6 minutes, 55 seconds. Next, our maybe Toastmasters Uma Natraj, 4 minutes, 33 seconds. Next, Raghav Patel. No, sorry, not Patel, I think. Raghavani, 2 minutes, 6 seconds. And next, our guest Mobina, which I actually missed the start the timer, but I hear it is the 4 minutes, 20 seconds. Next is the Navid Siddiqui, 4 minutes, 06 seconds. Next is Akib Javed, 6 minutes, 31 seconds. And last but not the least, Toastmasters Umar Farooq, 6 minutes, 4 seconds. And timing for me, it will be with Toastmasters Noha Madani. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dinesh. Wonderful, and each and everyone did really well. So the idea is that, ladies and gentlemen, these sessions will be happening once a week, and each time there will be a different theme. For example, this time I try to mix it up, have questions, quotes, something like that. So in one session, we'll be having one word. You have to construct a speech on that, maybe love or maybe happiness. You have to, whatever comes to your mind related to that, you will be giving a speech on that, 5 to 7. Then there will be a second week will be like for quotes. Some quote will be there. You have to talk about it for 5 to 7 minutes. Third will be about questions, sometimes comparative. Okay, your content or successful, mind or heart, some comparisons, maybe different questions. So like I asked today. So today's session was like mix of all, just to give you the highlight of it, what you can come expect. Fourth will be about storytelling, maybe how you can get to tell the story. So a lot of Toastmasters did, and the audience member did give some share them stories also. So that was wonderful, amazing. So thank you each and every one of you for attending, and looking forward to seeing you all. I will be creating a WhatsApp group for this sessions for every week. So those whose numbers I have already, I will be adding you there. And those who saw my post in the different groups, kindly message me so I can add you to the groups also. That's wonderful. Any feedback from the audience for the session? Toastmaster Farhas, you go first.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, first of all, to my sister Nuha for posting it in one of the groups I am in with her. And I saw it at the last minute at exactly 7 o'clock your time. So thank you so much. Yes, we should maybe make this a little bit more public, and that way maybe we can have bigger audiences. And it is a good idea if you publish the theme of the meeting or the general topic, so we can actually think about it and come. Of course, then we lose the flavor of impromptu, but at least until we get used to the idea of impromptu speaking, it will be very helpful. And to be honest, I joined this meeting not knowing what I was looking for. But when I was pushed to the deep end and to give the speech, then it started coming to me as to what this whole skill is about. So I'm looking forward to learning this great new skill. Thank you so much for the initiative, and looking forward to joining you all very frequently. Maybe not every week because of one of my other club meet on 2nd and 4th Tuesdays, or rather 1st and 3rd Tuesday, but you can maybe join in the other meetings.
Yes, sure. we have not finalized the day what will be there, but we'll see how which works out. This was just a test run, just introducing the session, how it is.
Great. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. And Toastmaster Dinesh, great timer always.
Always.
Yeah,
Master timer.
Master timer behind the scenes, always there, doing great job.
Yes. Cam, what about you? How was the session?
Yes, Toastmaster Umar, it was a great learning session for me. Actually, I was very scared of table topics. So when usually the people ask questions, I was so scared because most of the time I will get very, very difficult questions. So this time, the first one, then I thought if I answer the first question, maybe I can take a relax after that. So I attempted it, but it is a very good question. I got it. And I think my mind also started working to answer the table topics, not like before, because my participation in Toastmasters meeting and all, it gave me an opportunity to develop my brain thoughts and present it in a normal way. So it's a great learning experience for me. I really congratulate your effort. And also I really appreciate all the participants over here. I love to join it in the future events also. Back to you, Umar.
Wonderful. Great to have you with us. Toastmaster Adinga. Adinga, are you there?
Hi, yes, it was a pleasure being here and getting the tips and hearing the different speeches. So yes, anything is possible once we are willing to commit to it. Thank you.
Wonderful. Great to have you with us. Akib.
Yeah, so thanks, Umar. First of all, I didn't know this, and I got this in our guest group. This is going to happen on Tuesday. I believe this is the first session. This is the first session. Is it the first session of this?
It is the
SOS?
first session, yes.
Oh, great. So this recordings and all, if we can get it, it will be great, to listen again.
Yes, we are recording it and we'll be sharing it on our YouTube channel. It is an initiative of some Facebook page that I created, School of Speakers. So we have a YouTube channel and a Facebook page. So I will be sharing with you the WhatsApp and the link also for the YouTube channel and also that. So you can get it.
Second thing which I thought is, since this is giving 6 to 7 minutes time, and it is going very long way, and for people who are joining from India, mostly it is now midnight, 11:30. So we'll have to keep 10 topics or 15 topics, 20 topics kind of bandwidth. If it is 2 minutes kind of impromptu, we can do as much as we want. In 1 hour we close. But here it is going, it is taking 2 hours. So that is one aspect which we can look at. How to make it a compact.
See,
of 1 hour 30 minutes. Some cap has to be.
What is our concept is that it is on first come first serve basis. First of all, okay, we will have a 2-hour session. Today we had a 1:37 minute, 1.5 hour as a start off. We'll have a 2-hour session. How many maximum we can accommodate in within 2 hours? That is enough. First come first serve basis. Maybe 15 or maybe 20. Then we have to let go.
Okay,
So
so we have a limit that by 11:30 we'll close. We have a limit that by 9 o'clock Riyadh time we'll close.
Yes, something. Yes, maximum.
We have an
9.
upper limit.
Yes, upper limit is 9. There is no open limit or something. Upper limit is 9.